My lovely Scorpios, if you would like your own personal reading or one-to-one spiritual life coaching, you can email me, and my email will be in the description box. My download that I have for you, I'm going to start out with saying that if you cut anybody off, that they are emotionally spiraling out of control and they feel very, very obsessive about you. And they could be waiting for you to post on social media if they have your social media pages, or if they're friends with any of your family members, they're waiting for them to post to see if you will be in the post. Like somebody's really losing their mind over you in the background. If you cut them out, they probably didn't take you serious. They probably thought that you were just in a mood and that you will get over it and you will come back around, and it looks like you could be gone. And this person doesn't feel your energy anymore. And this is what's scaring them. I just see somebody in fear, like wondering, did they lose you for good? All right. So let's see what else is coming besides that. Some of you could have felt bored with this person anyway. Like you could have got bored with them or just bored with the cycle. You may not even feel attracted to this person anymore. Also be careful. If people are asking you for money, they could feel like they're watching you. There's people who are watching you. Like if you started to wear a lot of new clothes, or if you started to, you know, shop and buy a lot of things, there could be people around you who feel like you have money or you're coming up. So they may try to get around you in order to get your money, or they're gonna ask you for money. And if you be like, don't be asking me for money, they're gonna say, oh, I was just joking. They weren't joking. They're really watching your pockets. They're really people around you who are curious to know how much money you make, and they want a part of your money. I'm gonna let you know that now. Spirit also wants you to know that you don't give yourself enough credit. You're a very good judge of character. You see things coming before they even come, but you may be a person that you suspect things, you feel things intuitively, but you still just go ahead just to make sure. Like, you know, you don't want it to be like, oh, I don't want to block a blessing, or I don't know if this is just my fear. So your intuition is very strong. You do make good judgment, but sometimes you may still just move forward because just in case you were wrong. That's the only reason why. And if there is something that you're doing, don't give up. Like keep going forward. If there's a side hustle that you're doing, if you work online, or if you whatever you're doing. Some of you could be designing clothes. Some of you could be working for, like, you know, Uber Eats or DoorDash. You can have many hustles because you're trying to save up for something. But that's another thing too. You can feel like every time you get close to the number that you want to save, then something happens and you have to give out a lot of money. And it can make you feel discouraged when it comes to saving. Do not give up your savings. Like if you are really saving because you want to buy a house, or you want to buy a new car, or you just want to feel stable when it comes to your future, don't give up. You know, if your savings account goes back down to $10, then that's your starting point, and today is your new beginning. Try again. Don't ever give up on yourself is what Spirit is saying, because you just never know when your time is going to come. You need to think about it like that. You can have a child that's growing really, really fast. They may be outgrowing their clothes, or a grandchild or a child who's growing really, really fast. They could have just went through a growth spur, and they might need new clothes or like new shoes because they outgrew their clothes, their shoes. You have one of your children who are growing very, very fast. And that could be unexpected, because this child could have been short for so long and you didn't expect them, and they just have a growth spur out of nowhere. Let me see. See? You're going to be trapped in your head about your manifestations. You know, like I even want to go, like maybe that's how you feel, like this trapped in your head about your manifestations and wondering if you should just give up. And Spirit is like, don't do that. Don't give up on what you're trying to achieve. You're going to be speaking to a lot of people too. You're going through a cycle when you're going to say what you mean. You're going to be getting whatever is on your chest, or if there was like unspoken words to certain people, you are going to say what's on your heart. You're going to say what you mean to people. You're going to go through a cycle where you're speaking to different people. It could be people in your family. If you had a falling out with somebody in your family, you ain't talked to them for years. You could have a sibling that you had a falling out with and you ain't talked to them in years, or an aunt or an uncle, and they're going to wonder, well, what's up? Like, how come I haven't heard from you? How come you don't call me? You're going to be brutally honest with people. There's a lot of things that you have been going through or suffering in silence about that you've been keeping to yourself, and it's been trapped in your energy, trapped in your head, where you're just talking to yourself over and over again about the same thing, and it's because you didn't get it out. So you're going to have an opportunity where you're going to be speaking your truth. People ain't going to like it, but oh well. It's not about them liking it. It's about you being able to speak how you feel. If they don't feel like, you know how some people get mad for you feeling the way you feel? Like, that's not valid. Your feelings are valid, you know? So it doesn't matter if they see things differently. This is your version of the story. This is your truth. Your truth comes from you. You own your truth. Nobody can take that from you. So there might be people who try to dispute you when it comes to how you feel, but let's see, where's their procrastination? There's things that you need to do, and instead of you doing what you got to do, you can get stuck in your head. Be careful of getting too stuck in your head and procrastinating on things that you need to do. You got a long laundry list of things to do. That's another thing. You probably have laundry and you're procrastinating because you get trapped in your head. You can be a Scorpio that sometimes, when your responsibilities are big, they can overwhelm you, and it can kind of like shut you down and put you in your head. But yeah, you can be overwhelmed. You could also, let me see chivalry. Somebody is going to be courting you. Somebody is not going to leave you in confusion. Somebody's going to be courting you, bringing you flowers and pouring into you. So if you cut somebody out, it could be because you made a choice. Like, you could have waited on this person to like put more effort in. And if they're not, you're not going to wait around for them. I see somebody who's coming right up in your life to put a smile on your face, you know? You could be in the dating phase with this person. Let's see. Be careful of just stressing yourself out and closing off your heart. I don't think this is a time for you to like shut down, Scorpio. I feel like this is a time when you should be taking action. But you know what it is? It could be your emotions. Your emotions can get the best of you and cause you to close off your heart. And if you get into an argument with anybody, or you telling people how you feel, it can take you into your head, and people see you as the sacred woman. They see you as very, very spiritual and very, very blessed. And that people see you as a person that no matter what you go through, you always come out on top. Like, nobody can ever keep you down for good. You always come out on top. You always take those broken pieces. And look, you could have had situations at home where people at home or your family could have deceived you or tried to break you down and make you feel less of a man, less of a woman. And you could have had a toxic family dynamic that you even alchemized and took yourself out of. Like, baby, you the GOAT. That's what it looked like. You're the GOAT. Even with home, your family can see how you've rised, you know? Like, you could be the generational curse breaker of your family. Like, things that they are still stuck in, they see you rising up out of it, honey. You ain't gonna let nobody hold you down. You like, these people can't hold me back. These people can't hold me back. These people can't hold me back. That's how you're gonna feel about it. So your procrastination and being trapped in your head, it can also be tired. Like, if you go over here fighting spiritual freaking battles and shit, you're probably just tired as hell. Like, what else, spirit, are you going to throw on my plate and I'm going to have to battle it out? It's exhausting. But your dream state is going to be activated. So pay attention to your dreams, you know. You can be in a place where you're overcoming or conquering any rejection that you felt in the past. Some of you could have felt rejected by your own parents and your own family, you know. But yeah, you're going to be in a place where you're trying to focus on, what am I meant to do? My life purpose. You want to feel fulfilled in your job. Some of you are going to be losing weight. And I don't know if you want to lose weight, if it's planned, or if you just lose weight by an accident because of stress. Some people, when they're under a lot of stress, they don't eat as much and they start to lose weight. Let me see what else is going on with you. You're going to have balance after like financial constraints. So yeah, your money. Your money gonna be funny, and you're gonna need to make a decision on what you need to do to bring yourself financial balance. You know, at the end of the day, after the holidays, people always like, some people have like trouble after the holidays because they invested so much money into like gifts and decorations for the house and probably family gatherings. So you need to recuperate financially, and your value has went up. What you used to accept in the past, you refuse to accept it now. You like, baby, I only want love and gifts, nothing else. So that's what you're going to be thinking about. You refuse to settle for less anymore, and you want people like who try to like feed you bullshit or try to manipulate you. You're not going to allow it anymore. You take it as disrespect for people to try to breadcrumb you. You think it's disrespectful and disgusting. Let's see what's going on with your love life. Like, baby, how you gonna try to breadcrumb me? I'm the Scorpio. That's how you gonna feel. Yeah. Somebody finds you to be so beautiful. And they love your family. Like, whoever this person is, they love your kids. If you have kids, they feel connected to your children. And if you don't have any kids, this is gonna be somebody who's gonna feel like because you're so beautiful or because you're so handsome that they would make beautiful kids with you. That's one thing that they're going to say when they look in your face and look at your eyes and look at your features. They're going to say, damn, we going to make some pretty babies, you know, or if you have children already, they think your children are beautiful. Why is this person bitter? What? That don't make sense. They're because they love you. You know, the way I'm going to take this is you can have somebody on the outside of you that's going to be very, very bitter if they see you falling in love. Because the bitterness is on the outside. If somebody feels like you are happy and you're in love and you're expanding your family, they can be bitter about it. You're going to be journaling a lot. You're just going to be writing. I think you are going to find a lot of emotional freedom when you write. You're going to be journaling out your feelings. You can also be writing writing your manifestations, what you want to do or what you hope to accomplish in 2024. You can also be writing like a grocery list or things that you need to do each day. That can also help you organize your thoughts when you feel overwhelmed. But there's somebody who sees a lot with you, and you're going to get a lot of clarity. Like, they're thinking about you a lot. They might think about you so much that you might feel, you might feel their energy, you know? Some of you can be stressed because of a third party who pissed you off, or a third party that you had to leave alone. You know, and the person that's bitter, if you cut them out because you found out about a third party, they feel like they made a mistake, and they're upset that somebody gets to have you. They feel like you've withdrawn from them, and you're being very, very secretive, and they feel like their love life is cursed and you're free. They feel like they connected with you so deeply, and this person is at their breaking point trying to figure you out. They're probably going to come forward and tell you that they've been thinking about the possibilities, but little do they know they're too late. You possibly have somebody new already. You're going to be seeing number synchronicities, or this person is 111, 222. They're like exhausted. They could have been trying to wait for you. All right. They could feel like they ran out of time. They could have had legal matters, things going on with the court. They could have been trying to situate themselves financially, and it's too late. I don't think you are willing to sit down and wait on somebody to get their life together. Life goes on. Spirit also wants you to know, like, the abuse that you went through in the past. It didn't make you bitter. It made you better. It made you real better. But yeah, you have you could be like cutting somebody off from your past, and what you're manifesting is like genuine love is coming towards you. If you go to a social gathering, you're very attractive to people. People find you so beautiful or so handsome. They feel like you stand out. I just see you going to like a networking event. It could be a networking event. It could be happy hour. It could be some type of social gathering. And there's somebody who sees you from afar. They just feel like you have this beautiful glow to you. So if you're out and you keep saying like, oh, why does this person keep looking at me? It's because they find you to be so beautiful or so handsome, so perfect, and they can't stop looking at you. That's why. Let me see what else is going on. Some of you could be pissed because your family is blaming you and you ain't got nothing to do with their drama. They trying to blame you and you ain't got nothing to do with it. You could have took yourself out of the situation because it was becoming too overbearing for work. There's a lot of communication coming in from work. A lot of communication. Some of you travel to work. You're gonna be happy with work. It shows pleasure and openness. A lot of people opening up to you on the job. A lot of people trying to get close to you. A lot of people feel like on the job they can learn from you. You know? Some of you have a new cycle. I think it's the same company, the same job, the same business. You just have a brand new beginning, you know? Some of you too, like there could have been a break somehow, some way, or you could have took a vacation and you're coming back to work and the environment is just a little bit more pleasant and peaceful. Spirit says you're shedding an old version of you. That's why you're falling out with people and family members. You're just shedding an old version of you. Who you used to be, you're not anymore. What you used to deal with and tolerate, you refuse to. That's all. You're embarking on a new journey that's just for you. Some of you want to do something next, but you just are undecided on what to do. You could want to go into your own business, but you could be afraid. You like the stability of like working a 9-to-5, but you have gifts that you are unlocking. Some of you can even be considering going back to school or teaching, but you're going to take a break before you do it. You know, you're still in your head. You're still trying to design the future that you want. Some of you can even be into designing. You can have like a clothing line that you want to put out. If you meet somebody from online, they find you, if you are on a dating app and you meet somebody online, they find you to be beautiful but taller than they expected. Beautiful or handsome and taller than they expected. And they feel like you follow your heart if you had conversations with them online. Okay, I'm going on the extended. I want to do a full spread on your person that is coming towards you and give you more messages about family, your children, and the possible outcome. All right. Love and light.